P2P, or peer-to-peer, is sharing of files between two or more personal computers. All computer files are virtual, compiling of millions of ones and zeros. There has long been the debate on the legality of file sharing, as the files are not something tangible. How can something that you just see or hear be owned by somebody? Why should I have to buy a below-average CD for $20 just for that one song? What's the difference between file sharing and stealing? These are just a few of the many questions that people ask when the debate on file sharing begins. But in order to determine what's wrong and right, we must first understand how it came to be in the first place. Here is a brief history of file sharing. 1998, file sharing first started to grow in popularity with the proliferation of high-speed internet connections and the relatively small file size and high-quality MP3 audio format. This meant that for the first time in history, you could download an MP3 song in less than a minute. However, file sharing was still a hard process and was not something the average consumer was capable of doing. Move on to 1999. Sean Fanning, along with volunteer Sean Parker, first released the original Napster software in June of 1999. Their goal was to make a program that allowed users to find others and share files easier. Napster specialized exclusively in music in the form of MP3 files and presented a friendly user interface. This was the first time that peer-to-peer file sharing came into the public eye and pop culture. 2001, at the peak of its usage, with a fantastic 26.4 million users a month. Not all was well with the company. Heavy metal band Metallica discovered that a demo of their song, I Disappear, had been circulating across the Napster network, even before it was released. This led to the first of many lawsuits filed against Napster, saying that its users were directly infringing the music studio's copyright, and two other charges. The court found Napster guilty on all three claims. After losing the case, Napster was unable to meet the demands of the court, and so it shut down its service in July 2001. Napster finally declared itself bankrupt in 2002 and sold its assets. Peer-to-peer file sharing had to go undercover for the next couple of years. Fast forward to 2004. As more legal routes for files like iTunes and YouTube began to sprout up, so did others that were a little bit more shady legally. Kazaa, LimeWire, and BitTorrent, among others, became popular, while not advertising themselves as a way to transfer music or other copyrighted files. It was very easy to do so. In 2004, there were an estimated 70 million people participating in online file sharing. According to Nielsen SoundScan, there were 581 million peer-to-peer music downloads in 2006. On October 4th, 2007, Jamie Thomas was sued by the RIAA for illegal sharing of 24 songs on Kazaa with a $222,000, that's $9,250 per song, verdict awarded to the RIAA. This sent a message to everyone that being sued for file sharing could happen to them. So there you have it, a brief history of file transfers. Just about everyone has an opinion on the subject. But is there a true right and true wrong? Is there a biblical stance on the matter? We're here to find out on P2P and other things your parents know nothing about.